against LeBron. Kevin Durant way outside, delivers! Kevin Durant from downtown.
What's going on, everybody? The Island Ricks TV coming to you live, and we got another episode of Son and Pops Sports Talk. I got Pops with me.
Hey, what's up?
And we got a few topics to talk about. And the first topic we're going to start off with, of course, the fight last night. We got to watch the game, the Houston Rockets versus the Los Angeles Lakers. So we can start off with you, Pops. How did you feel about the fight last night?
Well, it was unnecessary, first of all. But then, Chris Paul said that Rondo spit on him, and so punches were thrown. Now, what I don't understand is how, from the beginning, what Brandon Ingram was mad about. He got called for the foul. He pushes James Harden. So now, dude, you got a tech. You were supposed to get a tech. And then Rondo and Chris Paul, next thing you know, they show the camera and they fighting. What they fighting for?
I don't know what Ingram, I thought it was very unprofessional, and I like Ingram. But I just thought it was totally unnecessary and just unprofessional. And I just think it's going to be comparisons with him and Kevin Durant, but those gone. Like, I got to be honest.
He missed that.
Those gone.
He messed that up.
And just because I know Kevin Durant, I don't think Kevin Durant would have reacted like that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I never see how he was in like his early years of him, being in OKC.
Yeah, but I think if he'd have been that way, something would have been said by now about him having a bad attitude or
right, yeah, that's true.
Brandon Ingram. I mean, I don't know what happened. I really don't. And they kept saying that he's usually mild mannered and cool, calm, and collected. And I don't know if Harden said something, because I didn't see. All I saw was Harden, telling them that he wanted the and one.
Even if you say something, that to me will prove that you're mentally weak. Because that means I can get in your head easily.
Yeah.
Which means if you don't take your craft serious, because that means it's a lot of people that had Kevin Durant done had so much stuff said to him. Steph Curry, all these players, and they ain't gonna let no player say something to them.
That's true. That's part of the game.
Yeah.
That's been part of the game since playground. They're gonna talk trash and people gonna say stuff. But you also have to have situational awareness. You're down by one. Okay, maybe you get the he gets the free throw. Maybe he makes them, maybe he doesn't. But now what you've done is you've taken yourself out of the game, and then Rondo and Chris Paul, they take themselves out of the game. And why is he throwing punches when the fight was between those two? And then he come running in there throwing a punch at Chris Paul.
Right.
For what?
Yeah.
It
was unnecessary. That was real unprofessional. I was disappointed in Ingram because I hold him like, I look at him as up
and coming.
Yeah, up and coming. And not that just because that situation happened, it's going to change that. But at the same time, it's like you got to be able to hold your composure. And like it was Stephen A. Smith and all these people, media members are saying like they're not sold on him. And I'm seeing the same thing that I saw last year. I don't see no... he's been in the gym. I don't feel like he's been really working on his craft. I just feel like he's been content pretty much.
They're probably listening to the hype.
Yeah.
But he's young, but see, eventually that excuse runs out because you're young now, but time will fly by.
You're gonna be young forever.
And then if you still haven't got it, well, it depends on how bad you want it. If he has the skills, then he has to have the mindset to want to be better and do better. Maybe this is a blip. We'll see.
Yeah, because
hopefully it's
Because now I'm starting to see him as more as like a Tayshaun Prince, whereas Tayshaun Prince was like a system player. He'd defend a player that you need him to defend every now and then, and he'd get you. I think Tayshaun Prince might average like 16, 17 points. I'm not sure, but I could do the research. But it's a different level between Tayshaun Prince that ceiling right there.
Yeah.
And then there's Kevin Durant. I think he's just right there at Tayshaun Prince.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And it's like
he needs to work on his footwork, and obviously, he may need to work on his attitude. We're gonna see.
And like I was telling you about the scoring, him trying to get to the rim. As you seen when we was watching the game, he got a couple shots off.
Yeah.
Which is going to happen, but he's not a threat. So they just looking at him like, "All right, you're not about to keep driving in this lane. We're gonna allow you to keep taking those shots." Yeah, so
if he gonna be driving in the lane like that, he needs to put on some more muscle, because eventually it's gonna get tough in there. And it used to be the West was kind of finesse and everybody fly by night or whatever. But now, it seems to be a different kind of thing where, they're getting a little bit more physical.
And I also heard that there was a lot of chatter, like they was picking on the young guys, like they was picking on Kuzma and trying to get Kuzma frustrated because, they on a technically like they on a different level in terms of play, like in terms of, playing. So they their skills is just on another level. So they look at Kyle Kuzma and all these guys, they just real young. So they may not know the ins and outs of certain things.
They don't. But there are some things that you already should know. If you play playground ball, you was gonna get talk trash too. And they would say stuff. I mean, it is what it is.
He might have gotten his head.
Yeah.
And if somebody can get in your head that easy and make you react, because it got to the point where he got in the ref's face and pointing at the ref. So it's like...
So I don't know, it had to have been something that had been going on during the game that he just got frustrated with.
I think it was also, he was getting the fouls called on him.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, it's like...
He was missing shots.
Yeah, missing shots, and... He got the best of him, and that comes from also leadership, because somebody got to come to you and tell you,
hey, dog, you need to calm down.
Even if your shot not going, all right, your shot not going, bro, don't worry about it. We're gonna get him next time. Just focus on the defensive end, and all right, you got a foul called on you. I don't even remember how many fouls it was that he had on him, but it's
he wasn't getting out. It wasn't his sixth foul.
Yeah, it wasn't his sixth foul.
So but you can't. Especially at that point of the game, it's a winnable game, and now here you go with this foolishness.
And you lost Rondo, and it's like...
Yeah, but what's the deal with Rondo and Chris Paul, though? I think we need to look back on that, because I saw a picture of them. There was an article somewhere I saw, I think it was today or yesterday. Yeah, they got history. That this has been in the making since Rondo, I think he was at Boston, maybe. So, who knows how far back that goes or what the case may be. But whether you're a veteran or whether you're third year, whether you're a rookie, you have to learn how to control your emotions, especially at that point of the game. Like I said, it's a winnable game. Now what you've done is you've shifted the momentum over to Houston.
So did.
Because even though Chris Paul is gone, but they can work without Chris Paul. They've done that. But see, you got Rondo who's running your point. He's a better option to me than Ball.
Yeah, I like Ball coming off the bench. I think it just seems like, I don't know. Well, I do like, he ain't got no choice now but to start, because Rondo is going to be out for a while. Yeah, so. But we'll just have to see how it's going to work, because I like that he was really confident last night, shooting the ball. Now, the question is, can he be consistent? So that's yet to be seen. We'll get a knowing of that if the next game he comes in, and if he's doing the same thing, if he could do the same, replicate that, then we'll see. But until then, it's like...
Tell you what, he needs to stay out the 3-point line. He got lucky a couple of times, but then a few times he shot air balls. So he may want to...
Yeah, I think he should... I don't think he should just stay away from the 3-point line. I think he should...
Pick his moments.
Yeah, and if you're not going, then it's like, all right, well, find something else. Or I mean, he didn't shoot too bad to me. I thought it was okay, but I mean, I would rather him shoot it than Rondo, because Rondo not a real 3-point specialist.
No.
He's more a facilitator. So I would rather Lonzo Ball shoot more than Rondo, but.
And nobody played defense.
Yeah, no defense.
Oh, they were just up and down the court.
And we was going to talk about that as far as like the NBA, the defense.
I think what's happening is there was a period. What's the guy named Paul Westhead? He coached Denver.
Mm-hmm.
He used to coach from Loyola Marymount, and the system that they ran was run and gun. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was like, if 10 seconds went off the shot clock, it was a miracle before they was putting up a shot. So, and when he brought that to the NBA, it worked for a little while, but as the season went on, see, you can't play that pace. It works in college,
right?
But at the NBA level, that doesn't work, because you can't run up and down the court like that for 82 games.
And that's what about LeBron. That's what I was trying to get some of the viewers to understand, is that LeBron 34 now, and I just don't see him being patient with these young dudes.
No,
like I just don't see it. And you 34. The Lakers been losing for the past 5 years, so I just don't see them being like, all right, we're going. And you seen them struggle now, so I think they're going to continue to struggle. Eventually they're going to figure it out, but. I don't see them.
Going to be patient enough
to I just don't. You think so?
I don't know, because it depends on if his mentality has changed from this I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, and the way he did in Cleveland with the young guys, they came in and he talked the talk, but he had no patience.
Mm-hmm. And you seen that's what I was trying to tell the viewers, like. Before, like they had the veterans that they started off with, D Wade, Isaiah Thomas, I think Isaiah Thomas and Crowder. All these guys came in, and then they struggled, and then you make a trade like right in the middle of the season.
Yeah, you trade away everybody, bring a whole new group,
the young guys. So now every team hasn't had a chance to scout, so you're gonna have an advantage over them because. They haven't planned for you yet. Mm-hmm. But as you notice, as the season progressed,
everybody caught on.
They caught on,
because now everybody knows that they're going to play the 1-4, and that's what happened last night. A couple of possessions for the Lakers. They got caught up in that 1-4. Everybody's standing around watching LeBron, and he's holding the ball, and it's like nobody's moving. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, what is he going to do? What is he going to do? And it's like they became fans.
Yeah, like yep.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, y'all have to move. Set a screen, move. But he also plays a role. If you're going to be the so-called greatest, if you're going to be the man, if you're the one that pulls them together before the game, and y'all talking about how we going to do this and how we going to do that, and if you're going to be the leader of the pack, then you have to be the leader of the pack on the court. You have to tell them, hey, we need to move, we need to move, we need to move. You can't just stand around watching him. It doesn't work, because eventually. Everybody, they'll catch on. Yeah. And it'll be the same thing.
Yeah. And that's all right, so who, out of all the people you seen last night, who would you say that you think would be, that you would rather keep around, or that you like, that stood out to you the most?
For the Lakers?
Yeah, for the Lakers.
Kuzma,
yeah.
Hart.
Yeah, Josh Hart's nice too.
I mean, I keep Rondo.
That's about
because
it.
Because you need that veteran presence. Mm-hmm. Ingram, he on the bubble now. Because, I mean, I don't want to let that one incident, spoil it, because he seems to have a lot of talent. He needs to work on his footwork, and he needs to put on some weight.
And you got to work on his scoring, his consistency with shooting, because, like I said, that's not... I'm starting to see... I'm not saying I'm giving up on him.
Chinks in the armor.
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah,
I think this is who he is. Like what we see, 16 points per game. That's him.
That's fine. But you still have to do more. Mm-hmm. Whether it doesn't have to be scoring. Rebounding. But like I said, if he's going to get down in there and he's going to be going to the basket, if that's going to be his thing, then he got to put on some more pounds because, everybody ain't like Allen Iverson, who was just little and could just run in there and take a beating. But you had guys that could take a beating, but I don't know that he.
The next question will be: is it LeBron? Because last year he jumped from his rookie season. He jumped from 9 points per game. Then his sophomore season he jumped all the way to 16 points per game. So that was a major leap for a player like that. And then he didn't really get to play a lot of games. So now the question is it because of LeBron James that, not to blame him, but to say because...
Just because he's LeBron James?
Right. And he is really
he's going to command a lot of... I think that remains to be seen. And maybe we'll see how it goes during the season. Like a lot of things, like with this scoring, it seems like nobody's playing defense right now. But you can't sustain that over an 82-game season. And in the playoffs, defense is the catalyst as to who wins and who doesn't.
I was watching, it was some games, I'm looking at the scores, like 134 to 110 or 134.
Somebody scored 140 points. And
it's
the other team scored 136. Yeah, but, those are all-star game numbers. And
that means nobody playing defense.
None. They're running up and down. You're throwing the ball away. You probably got a lot of... And if you look at the scores, maybe we should look at the turnovers. How many turnovers? Because if you're scoring like that and nobody's playing defense, there's a lot of missed shots and a lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
But maybe not a lot of missed shots if they scoring that much, but definitely ain't nobody playing no defense.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for sure.
And the best game I've seen thus far was, like I said, the Jazz versus the Warriors game. That was a really good game. It went down to the wire.
Yeah, the dude followed up and made that shot at the end, right? Okay.
They played defense, and his name Joe Ingles.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It was, what was that? Jerebko. Jerebko was the one. You talking about when Steph Curry was jumping all over him?
Yeah.
That game. That game was a really good game, and it went down to the wire.
Yeah, but Golden State's going to play defense.
Yeah, they're going to play defense.
That's just their staple. And what will happen is if teams are just running and gunning, by the time the playoffs come or you get close to the end of the season, you're going to have a lot of people that have to rest, which means those vital games, because some of these playoffs, some of the people that are contending for playoffs is going to be close.
So I'm going to ask you this. How long do you think Ingram going to be suspended? Or do you think he's going to be suspended?
Oh, he's going to be suspended. Because one, he probably won't be suspended for the push, but he'll get suspended for the thrown punch. And because they're really high on that. And so he'll probably get, I'd say anywhere from 10 to 15 games.
Dang. If he gone that long, man.
Rondo and Chris Paul, 8 to 10. Because Ingram, he was out of the picture.
He the reason that the thing or everything happened for real.
Yeah, but now you can't blame him for them two fighting, because
no, but what I'm saying,
if he hadn't started that, then maybe they wouldn't have had the conversation. But I'm just saying, he out of the picture, and then he come running back over there and throw a punch.
Yeah.
I mean, and who knows who he was throwing the punch at? Because I don't even know that he hit anybody. But dude, what are you doing? Yeah. So yeah, he's going to get the bulk of the suspension.
All right, so how did you feel about LeBron's performance? What do you think? Now he in the West, the Wild Wild West.
Like I told you last night, it just something looks off about that. And maybe I don't know what it was. Something it just feels off. And I don't want it to seem like I'm just a LeBron hater, because I try to be objective and stay neutral. But there's something off about that.
Can you explain?
I can't. Like I was trying to tell you last night, I can't explain it. I don't know.
Are you used to seeing him in the East? Is that what it is?
No, because it doesn't matter who he's playing for. It just seems something's off about.
Do you think LeBron James suck? Just keep it real with the people. Just keep it real with the people.
Do I think he sucked? I don't think he. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, he's been hyped up to be this thing that this bigger than life player, and now they're talking about he'll be the greatest. But how do you leapfrog him over all these other players? Like when you ask me about what's more impressive, the 6 and 6 or the 8 straight. Well, he went 8 straight. Yeah, that's impressive. That's just like the Buffalo Bills. They went to 4 straight Super Bowls, but they didn't win none of them. So there's still some tarnishment. So he went 8 straight. He only won 3. So, but we go back to the Jordan comparison because that's who they always compare him to. So Jordan wins 6. He gets the MVP in all 6. He goes out. He wins 3. He goes out. He comes back. They almost, they go to the playoffs. They wasn't so good. It was late in the season. So then they come back the next year. They win 3 more. He's the MVP of those 3. To me, that is more impressive.
And to me, what I think is more impressive, and this is what I said on one of the little Facebook pages, but I think what's really impressive to me is, I know this had nothing to do with LeBron and Michael Jordan, but I think Bill Russell going to 8 straight finals and winning all 8 straight of those finals.
Yeah.
Like, I feel as though...
And then how many rings he got? He got more rings than he got fingers. He would have to have a third hand to I think he got 16 as a player and a coach.
So my thing is, Bill Russell been to 8 straight, won all 8 of them straight. And when you look at LeBron James MVPs, I'm not talking about finals MVPs, I'm talking about regular season MVPs. Every single, and I'm not, this is facts. Like, you can actually look this up. Go look at...
Who are you talking about?
No, I'm just talking about the viewers in general.
Yeah, well, see, some of them will look it up, but you're
I can put it on the bottom of the screen if you want to.
It don't matter. You could pin it on their forehead, and they still be like, "Nah, man."
If you go look on Basketball Reference, every year that LeBron James won an MVP award, Kevin Durant numbers were, if not better, or they were on the same level. Kevin Durant was the more efficient player. The records, I'm talking about in terms of team record,
right?
They were winning. They even made it to the finals. They lost, but if you giving LeBron credit for, I mean, that's the same year. The same year he won those 2 MVPs when he was in Cleveland. Kobe Bryant defeated both of the teams. Well, I think Kobe Bryant won one of those years. I think he won 09 and 010. But even still, Kobe defeated both of those teams that you had problems with, which is the super team. Kobe beat that super team.
Well, but see, here again, the hype machine. The hype machine. LeBron James has been hyped ever since before he went to high school.
But what I will say is this, though. Him averaging, I say about like, do you think he's going to get MVP this season? Regular season MVP?
Should he? No, I don't know. I'll have to see. They'll probably try to spin a way to put him in the running because he's LeBron James. But
yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know that. Right now I can't say because I don't have enough stuff to work with. So but we'll see as the season goes on. Maybe by the end of the first half of the season, we'll have a little bit more to work with.
Because they put him in an MVP conversation every year.
Well, because he's LeBron James. Whether he needs to be in there or not, he's LeBron James. And I'm not hating on him because it's not, it is what it is. As they say, don't hate the player, hate the game. And that's how they play the game. And that's how it is. So, you put him in there, but...
I think Anthony Davis going to win this year. That dude's a monster.
Yeah, he is.
Unstoppable. And it's him and Kevin Durant are 2 players that you just can't guard. Like, it's just, they're unguardable.
Well, I don't know about unguard. Well, I know another one that's kind of unguardable.
Who?
Kawhi Leonard.
Nah, you can guard Kawhi Leonard.
You can?
Yeah, you can guard Kawhi Leonard.
But you can't beat him on defense.
You can't on defense. He got an advantage on defense, but offense there's ways that you can at least stop him a little bit.
That's true.
Like you could, Kevin Durant probably can do a great job on him on defense.
Because he's long.
Yeah, or maybe like Draymond Green, but defensively,
he's physical.
Yeah, defensively he's just another level.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess because I just really like Kawhi.
Yeah, Kawhi a beast. I tell everybody he like a robot. He don't really. Like the laugh, it seemed like an Arnold Schwarzenegger.
A machine.
Yeah, like it's like
I can't even do it.
It's like he just laughed. It's like he seemed like a robot to me, and he seemed like he's never too high, never too low.
No, because nothing ever changes. His expression doesn't change throughout the game. It's like if you turn on the TV and you watch them, you wouldn't know. And they didn't put the score up, and they don't put his scoring lineup. You would never know whether he was having a 30-point game or a 20-point game or a 5-point game. You know, you would never know. Looking at how his demeanor, it just he's a one of a kind of guy.
So back to the Lakers. Do you think these young guys will get traded? If you had to just make a
assessment off of that game I saw last night.
Do you think that they would end up getting traded? You know, after just based on LeBron.
If they're not winning, will there be a fire sale?
Cause just like last year when LeBron
was up for contract.
I don't know. I think I know.
That would determine it.
Remember, I told you that
they picked up the option.
Yeah. That.
Okay, well, they picked up the team option, and that means that. See what that means? They'll sign a 2-year deal with a team option for a 3rd year. So if the team picks up the option, then yes, that player will be there for that 3rd year. So if they've played 2 years and they pick up the option for the next year, depending on where they are, you know, if it's not doing very well and there's no chance that they'll make the playoffs. I don't know, because what's the cap space look like? Because if they
can get a max player next year.
Oh, well then they won't trade. They don't have to clear the. See, usually that happens when you're trying to clear up money so you can get ready for next year's free agency. But if they gonna have money anyway, if they're not that close, then they probably won't. But if there's a chance that they can make the playoffs and they feel like they need a piece here or a piece there, then yeah, they won't do a fire sale, but they will. What they will do is make that trade. And LeBron will be there. They're not going to trade him.
And that's my thing, because
he ain't going nowhere.
If LeBron, who is 34, about to be 34 years old, and this man, you're relying on this man to try to stay healthy and to be able to run at the pace that they was running last night for 82 games.
Not at this age.
Yes, and then on top of that, you're saying with these young guys, when he wasn't patient, when he came to Cleveland, he wanted Andrew Wiggins gone. He's like, no, I don't want no young players. I want to win championships now. So you got Kevin Love. Kyrie was already there. So they end up getting those stars, and then they traded for those young guys last year.
Right.
That didn't work out. Bro. So if we going off that, I just don't see him then like being able to make it.
Well, see, now my question would be, is because if they explain this to him before signing him, with the understanding that it's gonna be a journey, that you're gonna, if you're not in for the long run to do these 4 years and at least teach these guys how to do this, then maybe we don't want you. Maybe he's there and he understands why he's there. Now,
but it takes patience. He don't
this
seem
is
like,
true.
He don't seem like a person that's patient.
Yeah, but if he gave his word that that's what he's going to do, then I think at some point your word has to be your bond.
But what about last night?
Well, there's gonna be those moments.
But I'm saying
where they slip back into that 1-4.
It goes back to if you've been told that you gotta be patient. If you gave your word on that,
Yeah.
So that means you would have to, as a leader, you're going to have to step in and stop that.
Yeah, but let's see what happens. Because that's going to happen. They're going to have those moments. That's just it. But we can't, I don't want to put a whole lot of emphasis on this one game and make this the whole season, because maybe they'll make the adjustments. But we'll see.
You know what I think? It's all for Kobe.
I knew it.
It's all for Kobe.
I was trying to hope we was going to the next segment, but
it's all for Kobe. And I'm going to tell you why. Everybody, it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, Kobe put this roster together.
Then if he put it together, then you can't be worried about LeBron not having patience. Because if he put it together, he knows
it ain't going to work for LeBron. And he know that Kobe knows what it takes, because he already said that he beat the first super team. Now, he says that he don't care about basketball.
I don't think he don't care about basketball.
That's all you can't say that.
I think that's all he doesn't care about playing basketball.
No.
I think he loves the game. He'll always love the game itself. He will. I don't care whether he comes back or not.
Why Jordan not talk about it no more?
Well, you don't know what Jordan talk about.
But I'm saying,
because Jordan he's doing other things.
But that's my point. When Michael Jordan was done with basketball,
he was done with basketball.
Allen Iverson, Ray Allen, he playing golf with the president and all types of people. So all these players done with retirement don't even care about basketball. Here you have Kobe responding to fans on Twitter. And then,
because it's a different time.
Nah.
It is. I think it had social media had been around at the time.
Allen Iverson got Twitter. All these players, a lot of these players just retired not too long ago.
Allen Iverson's playing the big three, ain't he?
No, he ain't in it no more.
He ain't in no more?
No.
Well, some people probably they can't. I mean, Kobe may still.
He got the itch.
I don't think so. I think that he loves it, and I know that he loves it. I don't think it. I know he loves the game.
See, Jordan could play golf.
But you don't know what else outside interest Kobe got.
Hold on, you talking to the biggest?
Never mind. Now, okay, never mind.
I know.
Let's scratch that one.
I know his daughter's name. I know his birthday, his mother's birthday, his dad's birthday.
But
I know
that's public information.
But what I'm saying is this. No. Let me say this. Kobe is too competitive. You think that
I get that.
No, you think that Kobe is just going to allow LeBron James to come to his team, knowing that if he wins,
so when is this supposed to happen?
2019.
He'll be 41.
No, I'm not talking about I'm talking about during this year.
After the All-Star break.
After the All-Star break, around that time. You remember when Jordan came back in 94, 95?
Okay.
I think that the Lakers will go 47 and 35 this season, similar to the year Jordan came back. And I think Kobe gonna come back because I think he put this roster together because he knew that LeBron would fail. He know that LeBron is not a leader. So he knows it's gonna go wrong. So by the time he steps in, LeBron, he's
but
great.
Do you know how many people had to go along with that for this to happen? G.D. Buss had to go along with it.
Check this
Magic.
out. But check this out. Magic, remember the reports came out that, now I said this, I said Kobe was making the moves behind the scenes. I told you this.
Yeah.
When it just came out that, what's his name? Kobe Bryant told Jeannie Buss to get rid of her brother and clear everything out. Everything. Got the whole thing out. And Kobe told her to do that. So, Rob Pelinka, who is Kobe Bryant's agent, is the GM. So you telling me this man ain't got no say? He may. It's like it's right there. And I think what Kobe is trying to do, and it's just me, this is my opinion. I think Kobe wants to surpass Michael Jordan. I think he wants to get not only 6 rings,
7.
He wants to get like 7 or 8. And he recruited LeBron. First he got Rondo. He got Rajon Rondo, who he wanted in 2014. He's on the team.
So you're saying If he comes back after the All-Star break, he's just gonna be there until
Jordan only played 17 games when he came back.
But I get that. I'm talking about the following season. He's gonna be 41.
He might retire again.
Then how's he gonna get 7 or 8 rings?
Come back and do the same thing over and over again.
You got to be kidding me.
Floyd Mayweather did it.
Be out the first half of the season and come back and play the second half.
Mayweather did it.
Okay. All right.
Keep
I'm
retiring, and then until you can come back. What you need to play a full season for? Just keep retiring.
Okay. Now you're starting to sound a little ridiculous, but okay. Because why are you gonna?
That when Floyd Mayweather
so he's gonna play the second half of every season for the next how many years?
It's smart. It's 2-3 years. All right,
until he's 45.
All right, just think about this. If Kobe and LeBron, because you know once Kobe get there, all that stuff that you saying last night, Kobe ain't having it.
I don't see it.
And LeBron, everybody got to fall in line, because when Kobe say go, and Kobe has enough power. When he comes in a room, you gonna respect Kobe.
Okay.
Like, he got that presence that you respect him. LeBron, he know that LeBron is his Scottie Pippen. And he knows that LeBron can get them there. What did he say? He said in the interview, he said, LeBron is a facilitator by nature. They asked him, out of all the players, who would he rather play with other generations?
Yeah, I know that. Okay.
He's saying that, like, I think he was recruiting LeBron. He got Kyrie to leave LeBron.
So he's just orchestrating the whole NBA.
That's Kobe is. Remember I told you, Avon Barksdale.
So is he the John Gotti of the NBA
Kobe
now?
is behind the scenes.
Don Corleone.
It's like a game of chess. Remember I told you. Remember I used the wire analogy. On the wire.
I got it. But I'm saying, man, he's not Don. Okay, all right, he's the Godfather. All right, never mind. We're gonna
hold on. Just last year, I think it was.
Trying to get away from this.
Just last year, they called Kobe the Godfather of basketball.
I'm gonna let you have it.
And hold on, I want to finish.
There's more.
There's more. Kobe Bryant wants to prove he always wanted to one-up Jordan. Jordan had 23, he did 24. Jordan won the Olympic team, wore number 9, Kobe wore number 10. And on the all-time scoring list, Kobe is one above Jordan.
Okay. So now he has to get 7 rings.
He got to get at least six rings to put him in the conversation.
Well, if he wants to one-up him, if that's his goal, he's got to win 2.
No, but what I'm saying is this. One would put him in the conversation. So if he gets there...
But he don't want to be in the conversation.
Who?
He wants to be the topic of the conversation.
He wants to be...
Right. He wants to be one. Right. So that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
he don't want to just be in the conversation.
Right.
He wants to be the conversation.
Exactly. So that's my point. What he have to do is and just think of how he already won 2 without, Michael Jordan already had Scottie Pippen and Phil Jackson his whole career, right? Well, not his whole career, but the championships.
Okay.
So Kobe, like, all right, I won 2 without Shaq, who they called, they said he was Scottie Pippen. But I don't understand that when Shaq said he relied on Kobe a lot. But if Kobe comes back, wins without Phil Jackson, he already defeated the first super team. If he comes in and defeat that Warriors team with DeMarcus Cousins and all 5 All-Stars, it's no way that you can't put him as the greatest player ever.
Okay, people. Can y'all please put in the comments what y'all think about this one.
It's a great story because you got LeBron, who Kobe says is a facilitator by nature, and Kobe's a scorer by nature.
Okay.
And if Kobe don't have to play 40-some minutes, he got LeBron who will take, like, all right, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do what you do, LeBron. And this still my team. This Lakerland. This is me. So if I can...
You think his ego is that big?
Kobe? This is the same person.
I keep asking questions.
This is the same person who was playing somebody in table tennis, lost, got so upset that he bought his own table tennis thing, his own little table, put it in his house, and practiced all day long. And I think he rematched the person. Now, Kobe is the most competitive person. So just think, when people say stuff about LeBron, he responded on Twitter, and then you got the media who always putting Kobe down, and then on top of that, just think of this, Dad. I'm gonna just ask you this, and we can move on.
All right.
If LeBron James defeat this Warriors team, the Lakers haven't been to the playoffs or the finals in 5 years.
Wait, if he beat them, what, with the current team?
With the current team. That's just hypothetical.
Okay.
Even if they make a trade.
Okay.
Even if LeBron beat them, you know he gonna get all the credit anyway.
True.
So if he defeat them, what you think they gonna say about him and how they gonna tear down Kobe? They gonna absolutely destroy Kobe because they gonna be like, oh, you ain't won in 5 years. LeBron came here and took this team there and they did this. Kobe, they ain't even built like that. He could never do nothing like that. So it's going to be, they going to try to destroy Kobe. So Kobe, he not, I just don't think that his ego, matter of fact, a story, I just read another story the other day where the kid, look, he asked the kid, who's your favorite Laker? Like, who's your favorite Laker? And the kid said LeBron. And it said Kobe was like kind of disgusted. He leaned back like he was disgusted to hear that. So I'm saying all that to say this. Kobe's coming back.
Okay. We'll see.
Kobe coming back. All right, so I'm done with that. We're going to move on. And this is going to be our last topic. We're going to talk about Kevin Durant and the Warriors. We're going to talk about the Warriors and do you see Kevin Durant coming to D.C.? But we can start off with the Warriors. Do you think that they're going to win this year?
Yes.
Okay.
Why? Just because it's almost like they're that well-oiled machine that, and you know, they've been playing together long enough that everybody knows what everybody's doing. Mm-hmm. It's like, you know, the left hand knows what the right hand's doing. When the left foot moves, the right foot knows. Everybody, it's like being on a dance group where you have all these people and you got this routine and everybody knows where everybody's supposed to be, which is how it's supposed to be. Even like when you're playing football, you not only have to know what you're supposed to do, you should also know what everybody else is supposed to, where they're supposed to be. That way you'll know what to do. And they know how to play with each other. And even when you bring in other pieces, like before they brought in Kevin Durant, he just came in and it's like, okay, we put him right here. This is your he's in the puzzle, that's where you be. And so now he knows where he's supposed to be. He knows what everybody. Now they bring in DeMarcus Cousins. Now we'll see how it works for him once he gets through with his injury. But it's like they got better with him because you have another all-star one, but you also have somebody who understands. So they're not just bringing in anybody. They know whether you're fit or whether you don't. You know what your mindset is. And he's another tough player like Draymond Green. You know, he ain't going back down from too many people other than maybe Zebo, but
who you talking about? Kevin Durant?
No, what's the boy that used to play in Memphis? The big black boy.
Zach Randolph?
Yeah.
Hold on. What player you was originally talking about? Kevin Durant or
Draymond? No. What's the boy? Boogie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm saying he ain't gonna back down from too many people other than Zebo.
All right, so basically you got the Warriors.
I got the Warriors. The Warriors in the West.
They saying that the team that could defeat the Warriors is, well, we almost finished. But they saying the team that could defeat the Warriors is the Celtics. That's the only team.
You know, I was talking to a guy at work about that, and he thinks the same thing, that the only team that in the East that is built to beat them would be Boston. Well, you know, we'll see. But my question that I asked him, who does Boston have? Because see, even you got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant. Those are your scorers. What are the chances of all three of them having a bad game at the same time? So maybe one has a bad game. But the other two, now what do? Because even if you okay, and I don't know if they have a complete game that's bad, because they'll be able to pick up the slack in other places. So how do you stop them? You know, Kevin Durant is the most unguardable player in the league, because one, he's too tall for the regular point to put a guard on him. You put a big man, a power forward on him, he'll go past him. You put a small forward on him. How many small forwards are, 6, 7
Kevin
feet
Durant
tall?
He the best. To me, him and Anthony Davis is between the top 2 players in the world.
Yeah.
To me, the top 2 best player in the world is either Anthony Davis or Kevin Durant. And my thing is, I think since Kevin Durant said that LeBron James influenced his decision to go to the Warriors, I think that Kevin Durant seen when LeBron went back home, it was a love story.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got the same thing in mind.
To come back here.
Yeah, in DC, and like the Wizards haven't won, I think, since like '74, the championship. 78.
78.
So if he could win a championship with DC,
but
that would be huge.
Now, yes,
and I see that happening.
But
because I think the Warriors gonna get broken up this year.
Only way that can happen is they have to get rid of the general manager first. Ernie Grunfeld has to go, because he makes some of the most ridiculous moves, like the dude that they just traded somebody.
They got Bradley Beal and John Wall and Otto Porter and
No.
Oubre.
No.
He got some lot of good talent out there.
Yes. Okay, but what I'm saying is, okay, why do you sign Dwight Howard? Why? What is he doing?
But
why?
All right, it would make sense. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Dwight Howard protects the paint. Now, I understand.
Dwight Howard ain't playing.
That's true.
He can't protect
didn't
the
know
paint.
that.
He can't. They know he got a bad back.
But I'm saying,
And you don't. Okay, let me tell you something about a bad back. When your back is bad and you're playing it, now if you got a bad back and you sitting on the front porch every day, all right, fine, you good. But if you are an athlete and you're playing the kind of game that he plays, and first of all, he's a 7-footer who's kind of on the big side. He ain't no little dude. So that means there's a lot of pressure on his back, which means if you got a bad back, you ain't playing.
well, I'll say this.
And so why do you can't look at you. There's no X-ray that you can do. There's no nothing you can do. If your back is bad, once your back is bad, your back is bad.
Well, I'll say
and
this.
He ain't getting no younger.
I agree with you on that. But
so why they got it?
Dwight Howard need to go?
He never should have been there.
That's true. But at the same time, you got, all right, look. Is he out for the season?
Nobody knows.
All right, so you got to be patient with that.
All right, fine.
Even still, Dwight Howard ain't going to be, we know Dwight Howard isn't going to be the Dwight Howard he was in Orlando. That
dude's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. But if you could get him this year to at least come back and give you what he gave you, he did okay with the Charlotte Hornets. If he could give you a little bit of that, then that's fine. But if he can't give you that, all right, now we need to look at trading Dwight Howard.
Ain't nobody gonna take him.
That's true. So you got.
He's there.
All right,
we're stuck.
All right, so how many
Once
years?
again, Ernie Grunfeld. I think he got 1 year, 2 years maybe. I think.
All right, he might got 2 years in the play option. Of course, he's gonna try to, test out free agency. Let him go. Trade John Wall. Trade. You got to start over. This is Kevin Durant.
No, you can't. But if you talking about, don't you say get rid of Bradley Beal.
Oh, no, Bradley Beal, my guy. I like Bradley Beal. I just don't like the way Bradley Beal get in his emotions and let he need a control aggression. If he control,
if John Wall need to do the same thing.
No, John Wall gotta go.
No, I'm saying he still needs to do the same, whether he plays with the Wizards or whether he plays with anybody else.
True. But I want to see John Wall team up with Dwight Howard. I mean, not Dwight Howard. DeMarcus Cousins. Maybe on another team. They'd do good on another team. But DC needs Kevin Durant. This city needs Kevin Durant.
I get that.
They need him. And they need a championship here.
I get that. But once again, the only way that that's going to work is if they get rid of the general manager. They have to.
But maybe the general manager want Kevin Durant and willing to do, because you got to think about it. He got
I don't care.
what's the coach name that
Scott Brooks.
Scott Brooks.
Okay, I get that part. My fear is who is he going to surround him with other than Bradley Beal, Kelly Oubre.
I trade all of them, and you
trade Bradley Beal?
No. Bradley Beal stays. Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant. That's a great
combination.
Yes,
okay.
That's what you thought.
I like Kelly Oubre. I like Kelly Oubre
he
because
played with his emotions too.
Yeah, but see, he's still young, so you can work with him.
But if that's the case, you might as well. Brandon Ingram is about the same thing.
Maybe so, but that's what I'm saying. I can't base it off that one game. I like Kelly Oubre. I do. I like his length. I like his hustle. I like that. That means you can work with. If you got a guy that will hustle and hit the floor and go in the stands for the ball and do all the 50-50 things, you can't teach that. So he comes in the league with that. Other stuff you can teach him. Patience. You can teach him how to space himself. How he needs to stuff you can teach him, but you can't teach hustle.
But if all right, let me ask you this: if you want Kevin Durant, are you willing to say?
Do I have to get rid of if they say the only way I can get Kevin Durant is to get rid of Kelly Oubre?
Yes.
All right, Kelly.
So that's my point.
I'm not stupid.
All right, so this is what I'm saying. You gotta give up John Wall, Otto Porter, Kelly Oubre. I don't know if y'all got some draft picks.
Nah, man.
You gotta give up draft picks because
okay, wait.
You talking about surrounding him with talent, right?
Right. Hold it. Well, where you gonna get this talent from?
Everybody
off the bench.
Now, who you think not gonna want John Wall?
Okay. Now you have to come up with the scenario who you trading him for now.
I mean, I can't.
Okay, this is what we gonna do.
No.
This is what we gonna do. We're gonna revisit this, but what we'll do is we'll go through do some research and just come up with some hypotheticals.
Somebody in the draft.
Now I'm talking about trading. Okay, who would you trade John Wall for?
Well, definitely not Russell Westbrook, because Russell Westbrook.
That's the same player.
All right, they said that's what I'm saying. All right, so they
said they couldn't play together.
All right, and we're gonna go towards the end of the video, but I want to talk about as far as like Kevin Durant. They saying that Stephen A. Smith says that. All right, we're gonna bring it all the way back. So Paul George was supposed to go to LA.
Right.
He didn't go to LA
because he traded him.
Right. So he decided to stay there. So on ESPN First Take, they're saying that Kevin Durant, they said it was the weakest move in NBA history.
Of course.
So now they're telling Paul George he gonna regret
not
going to the Lakers with LeBron, and he's too loyal. So they're praising him. They're saying that. Well, they're saying that
they're dismissing him because he was loyal.
Yeah, they're saying.
But yet they dismissed Kevin Durant because he wasn't loyal.
Right. So you're saying, hey, man, you're gonna regret your decision. You too loyal. You too loyal.
But see, they contradicted themselves.
Right, and that's my whole point.
But it's ratings.
Right.
That's all that is. That ain't got nothing to do with logic. That has nothing to do with basketball sense.
And it got something to do with agenda, like as far as like LeBron, them promoting LeBron, because it came down to why is it that if he could just be disloyal, because they got knocked out in the first round, why would you ask for him? Why would you say, oh, I think that he's too loyal, and I think that he all right, if he decides to leave Russell Westbrook high and dry like that, you're telling him, okay, it's cool to leave him high and dry to go play with LeBron. But when Kevin Durant did it, you got problems.
Well, see,
that's crazy to me.
But once again, it's about ratings. That has nothing to do, to me, has nothing to do with basketball sense. Mm-hmm. Because, Kevin Durant made that move, and it wasn't a business move. Mm-hmm. It was a sheer basketball move. Right. Because he knows that he's not that guy that's going to be jumping all around, jumping people's face. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. He's just going to go out and play. And he needed to be somewhere where he could just be him, play his game, blend in, be one of the guys. And you see how it's working out for him because he's still the man.
And he's saying that with LeBron, LeBron was respected a lot different when he came back. When he got his championships, when you get championships, people will kind of bow at your feet because they respect you now. It's like that championship validates you in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I think Kevin Durant understood that, all right, in order for me to be able to, because Russell Westbrook, he ain't going to be able to be like, Russell Westbrook, I'm going to get in your face, give me the ball in the fourth quarter, move out the way. He ain't going to do that.
Mm-mm.
But now if you got a championship, which I don't think he's going to go back to OKC now. I think it'll go later down the road. But now it kind of, people going to respect him different. If he was to go home, it'll put you in a position.
Yeah, because now you have some clout.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you've gone out. It's like you go out and you win this medal in a battle, and so now when you come back, people look at you different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you left, you was a little boy. You really didn't know nothing. But then you come back, and you come back as this grown man who has accomplished all these things, and people look at you different.
Right.
And he's always been humble.
Because even still, even if he don't win, like, I think he gonna come home and win a championship home. That would take
That would be nice.
That would take his I don't know the word I'm looking for, but that'll take him to a whole nother level.
Oh yeah.
But even if he go back, let's say if he retire in OKC, finish like 1 year, 2 years OKC.
Well, Russell Westbrook can't be there if he goes back.
I know, but that'll kind of soften the relationship if he is still there, because now it'll be like, all right, you won a champ. You got, let's say he win his 3rd championship this year. Go to DC, win his 4th championship. Now they gonna be looking, and Russell Westbrook ain't win nothing. Now they're gonna be looking at like Kevin Durant, like, oh, you got a chance to win Kevin Durant. I think they'll be like, all right, we need to get Kevin Durant.